Hello and welcome to Daniel Workshop. I just set the stage for a new sharpening, of course. I got this Blanchard, whatever it's called, from Paris. Knife for a plough cutting system. It's like a leather cutting system for of course for people that cut leather. No, it's the guy that gave me this knife to sharpen. He said that it's used for a system that cuts pieces of long strips of leather to be used, like for example in a belt. Yeah, because there, I mean, it's kind of hard to find a 1 meter or 1.5 meter long ruler, but with this kind of knife, which is fixed in some kind of guidance system, you just push it and it cuts the leather. But this one, I mean, he said he tried to sharpen it, and it's decent sharp, and he said it's kind of good when it use it, but for some kind of thick leather he has to push it a lot. So as you can see, it's kind of okay, it's not bad, but he said this one is also cutting too, so we'll need to sharpen also this one. I mean, like I said, it's not bad, but he said he made a mistake and I can't correct it, because he said in the beginning the knife was sharpened only one side, but he made the mistake and he sharpened also on the right side, because in the beginning was only on the left side. So he told me to do something else here to try to fix it on this side, but unfortunately I can't grow metal back. So we're going to sharpen it on this side. We're going to make it razor sharp, because as you saw, cuts paper, but it doesn't shave. So first things first, I'm going to dull it, but not a lot, because I don't want to work too much on it. So we're just going to pull it once on this very, very rough stone, because like I told you, twice, 3, 4, 5, it's enough. Like I told you in my previous videos, the material on the tip of the blade, of any blade, is kind of the material gets fatigued, yeah, and then the material is very soft there on the edge, and you might think you've sharpened it and it cuts very well, but it doesn't hold an edge for a long time, and that might be one of the cases. One of the reasons. Okay, so I'm going to try to use the same recipe as in my previous sharpening, leather tool sharpening video, and I'm going to use the Shapton 1000, the M24 version, and for finish I'm going to use the Shapton 5000, the M5 version. I have here also the Naniva Chosera 400, just in case, in case the material of this knife is very, very hard. So first thing first, I'm going to use my guidance system and to like kind of eyeball it and see how much is 15 degrees. Yeah, I'm going to more or less use my finger, and here where this pin is, my finger goes something like halfway. So that will be my guidance system. So first thing first, I'm going to use a marker, of course, to mark the edge, to see where, if 15 degrees that I'm going to set is enough to reach the edge, because we don't know now what's the edge of this knife. So more or less it was here about half. So with this hand I'm going to hold it in position, and with this hand I'm going to press the knife on the stone and make sure that I keep it in a good position. As I can see now, after 3 or 4 passes, I see that the stone works not good, but very, very good. I mean, I can see a lot of material coming from the knife, and we can see that we are almost okay. A little higher. We need to go a little higher just to reach the edge of the knife. And just move it back and forth. Of course, for doing this, you need to have your stone needs to be quite flat and quite hard, because if the stone is soft, then you, of course, you'll gouge the stone and you won't be sharpening the knife. So, as you can see, we are getting there. Don't know if I see, I got a bevel, as you can see there. Yeah, see, there is a bevel now developing, because that's the way, I mean, I think that's the way the manufacturer intended to be. We can go also sideways, more or less same thing, yeah, and push it back and forward. How long are we going to do this? And somebody said there in the back, until we have burr on the other side. So that's the guideline, let's say. If you don't have a burr, you don't have anything. So I have burr and something there. See that more or less this is better. Okay. Let me tilt it a little. Okay, now it's much better. Because on this side, you don't see it. On this side, I have some kind of wall and I don't have too much space to maneuver. So, like I mentioned before, you can find there some videos with some other leather tool sharpening that I've did. My previous movies and my previous videos, sorry, and the videos before this. So, as you can see, this is the reason I love Shapton stones. I mean, yes, I found some cases when Shapton stones didn't remove materials, but they were just, I can count it on one hand, but in most cases, Shapton stones are wonderful. Very fast. Yeah, I mean, they don't leave a very nice finish for a 1000. I mean, it's kind of misty. Not misty. Blurry, not blurry. I'll remember the word in a second. So I have some burr on the back, and I'm going to kasumi finish. But that's a Japanese word. And on the back side, we're going just to try to remove the burr. But I can see that the angle is quite high. So he made a little mistake. So in order to remove it, yeah, it's gone. So just to make sure that we're doing the right thing, what I like now is to raise the burr again, just like I said, just to make sure that I hit the edge properly and I have a proper edge, of course. I mean, wow, look at the stone. This is the reason that I said that this stone has the wow factor. Look how much material we've removed in a very, very short span of time. So people are asking me what's the difference between the Japanese stone and the Chinese stones. Yeah, that's one of the differences. I'm using a monocular now to check the edge and to make sure that we did a decent job. Not a decent job, but a good job. Okay. 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 I don't know if you can see it. Let's try and see if you can see it. Let's see where the camera is, because I have a new phone now. My previous one was stolen, and this is a new one. If you can see there at the let me try and see if I can get it. Yeah, there where my fingernail is. If you can see the edge is gone there, and maybe that's one of the reasons why he has problems when he's push cutting, because the tip there is kind of gone. So we're going to need to I'm going to need to uh, level it again until I get the edge, all the edge leveled, and then sharpen it again, and then I'll be back with the 5000, because this might take some time. But anyway, I already have burr. As you saw, I've dulled the edge, and now I already got an edge, but this edge, but the chip there is preventing me to have a straight edge. So I'm going to try and get a straight edge and then sharpen it again. So I'll be back in a second for you, maybe in half an hour for me. So as I presume, it took me about 20 minutes, and I got a nice clean bevel. It's not that clean, but it's very nice. Yeah. And somebody asked me how I keep my stones flat. After I use them, I wash them and I rub them together. And like that, I get my stones flat, and I don't have to worry. I don't have to flat them as often. So anyway, let's get back to sharpening. I'm done with the 1000, and now I'm going to use this Shapton M5. I told you, the 5000 version, grit 5000, M5 version, grit 5000. What I meant to say is that the M5 for me is, more than enough. It's about 6 to 7 millimeters of abrasive material, because that one is not abrasive. It's like chalk. So they use it only as a filler material. But anyway, let's get back to sharpening. We're going to do the same thing. Let me try to show you something. Is there a crack there? No, I hope not. I hope not. I saw some marks on the stone, and I don't know if they are cracks or not. I hope not. But anyway, I'm going to level it after I use it, and I'll see if there are cracks or not. So I meant to show you something, but it's not obvious here. You can see it on the stone. Let's see. When you have it flat, the water kind of raises up from the edge when you are at the proper angle. But we're going to do the same thing as we did on the 1000. And like I told you with the 1000, that's the reason I love Shapton stones. I made a few passes, and look at the finish. It's almost mirror polish. It's not mirror polish, I give you that, but the stone is very, 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 very fast. And I've tested on a lot of materials. I'm trying to see where I'm working, of course, by marking the edge. I know I'm not the most organized person when I'm working, but I'm trying to improve myself. Okay, see, the marker is gone, and we've removed a lot of material. It's almost mirror polish, the edge of the knife. It's not, I mean, it's not like here, mirror polish, but almost mirror polish. And we are going to get it to mirror polish once we, of course, strop it. So let me check the edge with a monocular to make sure that I've got it to the edge. Okay. And let's strop it, because we are quite okay. I'm going to use the strop that I made myself. Nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. I think I might make a video on how to make a strop very easy. Could be an idea. Just leave me a comment if you want to see how to make a very simple strop. And we're going to strop it. I'm not going to load it up with compound because I already have some compound there in the beginning. I'm just trying to see, it's almost, and now it's mirror polish. Do the back, and I did just about 10 passes on each side, and let's see. Surprise, surprise. See, got, you can see hair there. So now we're going to use some compound to strop it really well. Same movement, but this time just pull towards myself and no pull, because if you push, just pull, not push. If you push, you risk digging into the stone, into the strop. Yeah, it's kind of late now, so might miss some of the words. And then we're going to polish it on a bare leather, and then we're going to test it on a leather, on a piece of leather. Let's see if I have here. Yeah, I have some leather. I don't know what leather it is. It's not important because it's used only for stropping, only for cleaning. Let me get some of the rough side. Rough side cleans better. From what I saw, cleans the edge better. It doesn't leave a mirror polish, but it cleans the edge better. And now we can go on bare leather. The guy that gave me this knife, of course, gave me some leather scraps that I can use for strops that I made and sell here in Romania. All right, more or less I think we're okay. Let's see, I have here a piece of leather that I'm not going to use, and it goes through it like a hot knife through butter. I mean, I'm barely pushing, not yet. And let's thin it. See? And yes, it came out pretty nice. And it's, I mean, you know that it's not easy to cut leather. So the knife came out pretty well. Well, I think that's it for today. If you want to see the other movies, there are the videos that I made. I'm going to leave you some links at the end of the of the video. Of course, you can press like, subscribe button, and if you have comments or you want to know how to make a very simple strop, just leave me a comment below and I'll make a movie about it, a video. Yeah, I keep use movie because in Romania we don't have, there is no difference between movie and video. It's almost the same. We use the same word. Actually, we use more movie than video. So that's it for today. See you next time. Have a nice day and stay safe, people.